Lee Eaton for MTK Global in association with ESPN Plus. And Top Rank now bring you a schedule 4 rounds of boxing in the cruiserweight division. This bout sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Timekeeper ringside is Peter Humphrey from Doncaster. Upon the sound of the bell, the scoring referee in charge of this bout is A-star referee Howard Foster from Doncaster. Those are the officials, and they are ready. Our boxers, firstly, boxing out of the red corner this evening, scaling at an even 176 pounds. 2 victories, 3 defeats and 3 draws make up his record, wearing the black shorts this evening. Boxing out of Bolton, England, introducing Big Ben Thomas. And across the ring, boxing out of the blue corner, this evening standing in the ring for the first time ever as a professional boxer, scaling at 175.5 pounds, boxing out of Belfast, Northern Ireland, introducing the Irish Drago, Paul McCullagh.
Okay, fellas, you both know the rules. Keep it clean, break straight away when told. Both watch your heads in close. Good luck to you both. Touch gloves. Good luck, lads.
Here we go then, about to get the action underway tonight. John O'Brien and Paul McCullagh, just with a warm embrace as they're about to go at it as a professional partnership for the first time. Straight off the bat, Ben Thomas looking to launch an attack, and I suppose with a young newcomer to the pro game, anything you can do to unsettle him can only aid your cause as the opponent.
Yeah, they most certainly can. I think you expect. Oh, good shot there.
Clipped him, top of the head, right hand. He's already landed with a couple of rights to the body, and already you can see the power there of McCullagh.
And he's loading up a little bit, but what is impressive with McCullagh, he's keeping a nice long distance. You've got long levers, and he's throwing those shots from way out, but he's not getting too close to the target, so Thomas can hold him.
He's had a couple of dates that were penciled in from January onwards of 2020 that have, for obvious reasons, have been put by the wayside. So I'm sure there's a lot of sort of pent-up aggression, enthusiasm and desire, not to mention all of those things that normally go with a professional debut and a fighter at the start of his career anyway, but perhaps more so in the current climate given the delays.
No, but even though he clipped Thomas a little bit, he's still taking his time. It's impressive so far, isn't it? He's taking his time looking to pick his shots. He's a bit wild with our overhand right. He's not rushing, not going like a lunatic and making silly mistakes.
Oh, that's a meaty right hand. He landed a left to the body as well. It's been the right hand, though, that's the punch landing so far in the opening minute and a half.
And that's where he just needs a little bit of maybe just a double jab there. Jab up to the head, one down to the chest of the body, then throw that right hand over the top, just to maybe just defer the concentration there of Thomas.
It's good to see, I think, a young pro and prospect weighing in close to their designated weight as well. So often that there is a bit of license early on in their careers, but just a half a pound above the light heavyweight limit coming into this one, McCullagh. A bit of retaliations, be good response this from Thomas, given some of the heavy shots that he took through the first couple of minutes.
Talk about him being half a pound over the weight. Back 20 years ago, that would have been called, before we knew about nutrition, that would have been called, he's a super bantamweight. That's all that would have been. Good left hook.
You can see he's in good shape. He's been in training for this one for quite some time. Good spell of that out of Champions Gym in Lanzarote.
Good body shot again there from McCullagh.
Yeah, good positive start there from McCullagh after round one. first 3 minutes then of his pro career under the belt for Paul McCullagh. And it was the right hand to the body that was the punch that he was landing initially.
Yeah, he was, but the good thing you see already from here, even though he's missing it, but he's not stepping over the front foot, so he's not getting too close. So every time he throws a shot, he's using those long arms, but he's keeping that safe distance. That's a lovely little dip there, just dipping down with the right shoulder over the left knee to come back with a lovely left hook to the body. And he was nice and calm, wasn't he? Patient with his work.
Corners, 10 seconds.
Clearly.
Seconds out, round 2.
Into round 2 then. And with that out the way, maybe McCullagh he loaded up a little bit in the first round, didn't he? A little bit round, quite straight with some of those shots. Nice little uppercut there from Thomas. His little bouts of resilience from the Bolton man. Pretty interesting to see how McCullagh settles down now into this one.
He loaded up with the right hand. Could he hit him early with the right hand? That was a bit of success. But again, I don't think he went crazy with it. And the fact he's not bringing that front foot too close to the target, so he's not not giving Thomas anything to hold. What he's done though is where Thomas came out initially a little bit ambitious, he sort of put him on in his place a little bit, but just made Thomas think about it before he throws his work, and that just puts Thomas then naturally in a defensive mode.
Working upstairs and down again with the right hand, McCullagh. So, elite Ulster champion. He almost bowled over Thomas there with the right hand again. Last year got to the semi-finals of the national championships as well, only lost that one on split decision. He does have that amateur pedigree behind him from light heavyweight. He is the same division as a professional early on.
He's having enough success without the jab, but I still like to see him pump that jab out a little bit more authority in that left hand. If anything, just to lift the head up a little bit of Thomas. I think he hits him with a solid jab and they feel it. You go a little bit more time then to dip down to the body or to pick your next well-placed shot.
Oh, almost clipped him with the left hand. He's happy to hang on, Thomas, as well, just to give himself a little bit of respite here. Minute to go in the second. Clips him again, complaining of the punch on the top of the head. I think that the right hand landed on the side as he almost leaned away from it, Thomas.
Yeah, I do think it caught him on the back of the head, but he was low. He was low there, Thomas, and half turned.
That's a good shot.
That's a better shot there in the left hook. There been more snap there in the left hook.
Clips him with it again, Barry. That's 2 on the bounce. He might just be starting to get through regularly now, Thomas. He's under pressure.
See what? Oh, good shot. Felt that there, Thomas.
It's head and body, isn't it? And it's increasing in ferocity as this one has progressed through 2 rounds. Well, I think you can see why people have been talking about McCullagh as quite heavy-handed.
Yeah, he is, and I think he puts a lot into his shots. Just got to be careful he doesn't, like, as you've already said, load up too much. I think he just showed there, just early on, showed a good jab. He hasn't probably used enough, but the hooks to body and head must be most impressive from him, especially even though the right hook to the body's been a heavy shot, the left hook is the one to the body with all the whipping.
There was that good
impressive.
That left hook that you mentioned. There was the second one as well towards the end of that round.
But he just gets the turn of the hips, doesn't he? He sort of blocks with the right hand and then just gets the turn with the hips.
Corners,
Come back there with a nice little bit of whip with that left hook.
Seconds out, round 3.
Into round 3 then. Paul McCullagh, it's only 20 here on his professional debut. good positive start too. And that's, I suppose, what you always want to see, whether you're in the corner or you're just a fan watching. You like to see the young prospects sort of build round by round, and the platform of the first with a positive start from McCullagh, and he started to really build on that in the second, landing heavier shots. The movement was almost so good he spun himself round as well.
Yeah,
as Thomas.
That's not looking for the shot. That's just you just throwing your arms, thinking the tag's in front of you. Still got to keep that vision. Still got to be looking to place your shots, even if you are digging in and loading up. We still got to be looking to place him in the right positions. Good left hook.
Oh, he might just have wobbled him there with that left hand. He missed wildly with the right there, McCullagh, but he did come back on balance. Now he's getting through. That's a huge left hook to the body, right under the elbow. You can already see the reddening. And again, that shot on the top of the head. Little wobble for the second time in this round. Thomas, he's struggling a bit now. And belatedly, he falls to his knees.
5, 6.
Yeah, that's an accumulation of shots there, isn't it? That's about 3 shots to the head there, made him legs a little bit wobbly, and
you saw the effect from both of those shots as he clipped him, and you do feel with a minute and a half to go in this third round, it could be just a matter of time.
he's trying to cover up here, Thomas, but he's got no escape route, is he? That's the problem.
Oh, what a shot! Wicked left hook that flicked right across the midriff, under the elbows as he was trying to cover up. And that was a painful shot. He may get up, but he won't go on. And Howard Foster calls it off, and that's an impressive start for Paul McCullagh.
That's what you want, isn't it? That's a debut, a dream debut, really. He's just showing a little bit of skill, plenty of power, and a lovely finish as well. I think he picked the shots well there for the last little combo there to get him out of there.
You can see he's heavy-handed, a little bit reckless, a little bit wild. Everything will neaten up and tighten up, and there'll be a bit more design and polish, of course. It's just his first fight, but you can see he's heavy-handed and Barry to go first round, second round, third round, moving up in a trajectory like he did. That's quite impressive.
See, I don't think he's that wild. I know he's wide with the right hand, but I think that's a thing that he does on purpose. See, he likes to club around the glove, and it has effect there, just on the temple and behind the ear at times. He loads up a little bit too much, and I think that's the issue. But I think I don't think he rushes his work too much. I think that's impressive. Just placing his shot. I think sometimes looking the way he places his shots, if you want to be overcritical. But apart from that, I thought it was a nice little display. Lovely for a young 20-year-old light heavyweight, and that's pretty good.
And the way he picked his shots, I mean, there was a real good variety. There was a good selection. There was the repertoire was dipped into there very early on. Let's get confirmation of it now with Paul.
Timekeeper ringside, Peter Humphrey, records the official end of this contest at 1 minute 10 seconds of round number 3. Howard Foster counts out Ben Thomas. It is a debut victory for the Irish Drago, Paul McCullagh.